this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God.
We're going to get started here in a moment.
Inside there is peace. Inside there is joy. Inside there is more than enough. Inside there is peace. Inside there is joy. Inside there is sacred love. I will leave this day as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this day as it is, go inside to find my God. Inside there is peace. Inside there is joy. Inside there is more than enough. Inside there is peace. Inside there is joy. Inside there is sacred love. I will leave this life as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this life as it is. Go
Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Unity Ahihic. I am Reverend Penny Honey. It is my joy. It is my honor. And I get a kick out of it, actually, getting to be your seasoned minister. Yeah. So thank you. It's great to be with you this morning. And all those out on Zoom. How you doing? And later on, our YouTube folks. Everybody wave. Just throw your arm up in the air. The camera will catch it. All right. Yeah. And if you have a pretty bracelet on, you'll be able to say, oh, that's my hand, when you watch the video later. Right? So how about we stand and do our opening song, Love Is My Decision. This is by Daniel Nahmod, one of my favorites. Here we go. Thank you. You'll see the words popping up on the screen. Here we go. Love is my decision.
It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision.
Whose decision?
It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how.
Love.
Love is my decision right here and now.
Whose decision?
My decision
Right here, right now. Say good morning to each other. Perfect. That's right. I love it. Perfect it is. All right. Good morning. Come on, that's the right response right there. Okay, let's try it again. Good morning. God morning. There you go. It is good to be with you. It is good to be with you. You know, I was thinking earlier this week, there's a little saying that says, I am as God created me. And sometimes that means I have to apologize. Sometimes that means that I'm looking to you to see the divine in me, and that's what we do here. And there are those folks that put their hands to task to express that God, and those are our volunteers. And I want to take a deep breath and say thank you. Thank you. There you go. And we have a special one to honor this month. Come on up here, Tim.
I was wondering when you're going to get around to this.
I was saving the best for later. I'll tell you when that is. We are grateful.
Yeah,
We are
I
grateful.
certainly am.
And we missed him when he was gone, didn't we?
Yes.
And we are grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great to have you and Sheila back. Thank you. We love you, Tim. Yep, we do. We love you, Tim. So with that, let's take a deep breath. It is time for us to recognize and hold in consciousness the presence that expresses through us. So you hear that music in the background. Maybe those on Zoom can't hear it. You can hear it here, can't you? Hear it? Listen, listen. That's joy. That's the expression of spirit. So let's take a deep breath around that. Let us recognize that divine in all others all the time. Opening our minds and softening our hearts that we might remember the oneness that we are. We are grateful for this time to join, to come into communion with each other. So, Spirit, we offer it up now. Take this place, take this space. Hold these hearts that they might know that they are one with all. Thank you. And so it is, and so we're just gonna let it be. Yeah, thank you for that. All right, is there anyone here for the first time? Because we want to embarrass you. Just kidding. Look at, she's going, she's like this, oh, maybe not. If you are willing, we would love to have you stand and we will bless you. So if you're new, there you go. Dave, are you new with this? Come on. Yep, now you can't get out of it. See, there we go. You got no choice in that, right? So let's take a deep breath and let's give these folks a unity ahihik welcome. Repeat after. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Here we go. We see who you are. You are a beautiful expression of the divine. We love you. We appreciate you. We celebrate the Christ as you. And we affirm all possibilities in your life. Thank you for being with us. Thank you. Yeah, a round of applause for our visitors. Absolutely. All right. See, now that wasn't so hard, was it? We didn't really embarrass you, did we? All right. Thank you again for being willing. It's my joy now to bring Miss Reverend Sheila Shine Ford up to the front. If you notice the little picture, see what she's holding? They're called Sheila Shine. Isn't that cute? We're grateful you're here. It's so cute. All right, honey, so we're going to move this over here for you, and you just go at it.
Mine is Tim's thing. Yeah.
Too much information. Let's move along. Thank you, Reverend Sheila.
Okay. I'd like to read the daily word today, and the word for today, Sunday, June 7th, is prayer. And the affirmation is, prayer flows throughout my life. So let's all say that affirmation together.
Prayer flows throughout my life.
I'm going to get closer. Just as my body needs water to stay healthy, my soul draws strength from living water. And that's that ever-flowing presence of spirit within me. As I drink from this well, I am refreshed and ready to meet each moment prayerfully. Fortified by divine love, prayer flows naturally. When challenges or opportunities arise, I turn inward. When I start or complete a task, I pause to express gratitude. When I meet someone in need, or if I am helped by another, I hold them in thoughts of light and love. Whether I pray aloud or silently, the prayerful energy arising from within me is a blessing. I open myself to Spirit's presence, and my prayer practice deepens. Prayer flows as naturally as breath itself. An inspired rhythm of life, sustained by living water that never runs dry. Today's daily word was inspired by Ephesians chapter 6, verse 18. Pray in the Spirit at all times, in every prayer and supplication. So let's say the affirmation again together. Prayer flows throughout my life.
Thank you, Reverend Sheila. We are grateful to have you guys back. I know I am. Thank you. So, this is the minister's mindful moment. I'm the minister, so let's see how mindful I can get. Today we're going to be talking about rewriting the headlines of your life. Got any? You know, every morning the world hands us new headlines. Some are loud, some are dramatic, some are written by people who clearly needed more sleep and less caffeine. And some of those we write ourselves without even realizing that we're doing it. In New Thought, we like to say, change your thinking, change your mind. Change your thinking, change your life. But today, I want to add a little twist. Change your headline, change the story. That's what I want to give to you today. Because the headlines are the first things that we believe. And it's the story that we tell before we've even read the story. Marcus Aurelius said this. He was a Stoic. And it's almost like he's tweeting from, 2,000 years ago in this quote. He said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. In other words, your inner headline becomes your life experience. And the mystics like to say, as the Sufis do, what you're seeking is you. The true, authentic, spiritual, amazing, divine, incredible being that you are, you. That's what we're seeking. I am the thinker, we say in Unity, who thinks the thought that makes the thing. I am the thinker that thinks the thought that makes the thing. I think Dr. Susha picked up on that one. Say that with me. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that makes the thing. I am the thinker. So what you thinking about? Whose story are you in right now? Yours or someone else's? What headline are you writing in your life? I have a couple. One of them is this. Chaos continues in local mind. That's one that I run. How about this one? Spiritual seekers still waiting for the universe to text back. Or how about this one? Human attempts peace, and the cat interrupts meditation. Maybe it's time for a rewrite. Because here's the truth. Life is not asking us to deny what is happening. Life is asking us to narrate it from a higher consciousness. from a higher consciousness to see it from the God's eye view. And it's the mystery, isn't it? The mystery we talked a little bit about last week. It's always present, whether we understand it or not. And I love this part. We don't have to solve that mystery in order to participate in the miracle. We don't have to solve the mystery. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be, the Tao Te Ching says. How about this for a headline? Local heart chooses peace over panic. Or how about this one? Divine wisdom breaks through in ordinary Tuesday. Or how about this? Love wins again. Sources confirm. See, these are invitations. They're the spiritual equal to changing the channel on the TV. Or telling Alexa, next selection, please. And here's the fun part. We still don't have to know how the story unfolds. The mystery will take it from there when we step into a place of trust. And the grace that we live in will fill in the blanks, see? And Spirit will edit the copy. And your life, your beautiful, amazing life, well, it'll unfold in a holy, amazing way. Let's rewrite our headlines. Put the one at the forefront of your mind that your soul has been wanting to publish all your life. Put that one out there. Because see, the moment that you choose a new headline, you choose a new possibility. And the moment you choose a new possibility, you get to experience life in a new way. Sounds simple, doesn't it? It is. But it's not always easy, as you will hear me say often. So with our open hearts and our inner editors awake, getting ready to rewrite your headlines, we're going to welcome our storyteller. And I'm going to invite Betty up to introduce our storyteller today.
Okay. Good morning. It's my honor and privilege to introduce Ann Bock, and this will be mostly a personal introduction. Ann is a very accomplished lady. She has a degree in journalism, which when she got this degree, I think there was probably very few women who had it. And she worked very hard. She also taught for 20 years, and she also is a licensed practitioner of religious science. She is 93 years young and is a very special part of my life. And if I don't see her on a Tuesday morning, I really feel that my week is not what it should be. We've had discussions on and on and on. She and I met on the swing about 4 years ago, I think. And at 4 o'clock, we used to come out and meet on the swing. And we would talk about spiritual things. We would talk about life. We would talk about my time in India. And she was always very practical and very down to earth. And if other people came and joined me on the swing, I would get very jealous. I would get very upset about it. For me, this was our time on the swing. Anne's love of God is total, uncompromising, and complete. And please enjoy this very special session at Unity and my friend Anne. I'll turn it back to Penny. Okay, thank you.
My name is Steve, and it's my privilege to Anne 1973. And my first wife and I found the Seattle Church of Religious Science in 1973, and one of the first people we met was Ann Bock. And we've been friends ever since then, so 53 years we've been friends. And it's been my privilege to know her for years and years and years. And she's the kind of person, well, luckily I got to be there at her 20-year celebration for being a practitioner for 20 years. And then also she, quote unquote, retired as a practitioner, moved to Ocean Shores, which is 4 hours away from Seattle. She would still, every weekend, drive back to Seattle and do the message on the phone. And she's still doing that to this day. Every Saturday she calls and leaves the message at the Seattle Church of Religious Science, which Center for Spiritual Living, and leaves the message. So she's still doing that. She's an incredible person, and I get to visit her every other Thursday at her, where she stayed. It's been my privilege to know her for 53 years.
So we're celebrating Anne today. I had the privilege of actually being beckoned by Anne. I had never met her. And she said, I want to meet that person. And Betty said, okay. And away we went. And after a few weeks, I knew who our next storyteller was going to be. Because what we're doing today is I have videoed Anne, and she will be reading from her book. It's called Saturdays, and it is a collection of what she has shared for how many years? 30, 40 years, on Saturday mornings on the prayer line for the religious science movement. So it was a privilege to sit with Anne, truly. We will get started now with that storytelling. And once we start and we complete, we'll have a little short conversation, and there's another short video. And then I'm going to make you work. I'm going to ask you to consider your experience around what Anne has to share today.
Good day, beloved. Did you consider checking out the headlines for your daily dose of good? Or conversely, did you consider not checking out the headlines for your daily dose of good? These aren't trick questions. But of course, they're not referring to the headlines in the daily newspapers, radio, TV, or online. They're referring to the headlines in daily affirmation collection, such as those in 365 Days of Richer Living by Ernest Holmes and his colleague, Dr. Raymond Charles Barker. Focusing on richer living, imagine skipping the headlines and seeing, I am cause, not effect. I am healed of worry. I refuse to be disturbed. Today I make my demonstration. I am divinely optimistic. All power is mine to use. Today I'm determined to know truth. My faith in God is great. I control my thought. I fear no evil. There is peace in my soul. Any of those teasers catch your eye? That's the purpose of headlines, to capture.
My bad, sorry. I'm trying to rearrange things because people are looking at me. I can't see it, I can't hear it. Oh. All right. Can we restart me over there?
Good day, beloved.
Let's start again.
Did you consider checking out the headlines for your daily dose of
Get out of
good?
the way.
Or conversely, did you consider not checking out the headlines for your daily dose of good? These aren't trick questions. But of course, they're not referring to the headlines in the daily newspapers, radio, TV, or online. They're referring to the headlines in daily affirmation collection, such as those in 365 Days of Richer Living by Ernest Holmes and his colleague, Dr. Raymond Charles Barker. Focusing on richer living, imagine skipping the headlines and seeing, I am cause, not effect. I am healed of worry. I refuse to be disturbed. Today I make my demonstration. I am divinely optimistic. All power is mine to use. Today I'm determined to know truth. My faith in God is great. I control my thought. I fear no evil. There is peace in my soul. Any of those teasers catch your eye? That's the purpose of headline, to capture our attention and suck us in. 9 times out of 10, media headlines focus on disaster, devastation, crime, the probability of bad happening somewhere and sometime soon and possibly to somebody else. Bless their hearts, the media have to have daily subscribers or listeners to keep going. And sometimes the allure of their headlines is irresistible. We do get sucked in. But do we really want to subscribe on a daily basis? Yikes! As the Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith of Agape International Spiritual Center has remarked, we weren't dropped behind the lines by accident, you know. No, dear heart, we're here by divine appointment to express the truth of spiritual beings in thought, word, and deed, continuously exploring and expanding our awareness of the one life, God by whatever name, being lived as us. Hallelujah. Life is so good. And the map for that extraordinary and expansive life may be found in headlines such as, I recognize my identity with Spirit, the law of right action is operating in my life, every atom of my being is animated by the divine perfection, and the Spirit of the Almighty goes before me. So, hallelujah again. Life is so good, especially when we keep focused on the headlines of the heart. And there you are.
Okay, so that was a reading from Anne's book, Saturdays. That is one of the teachings that she would teach into on the call line, the prayer line. So we talked a little bit about it. I want to share that part of the conversation with you now. And then we'll have a bigger discussion around this particular story. Be sure that you're seeing the story of the life around the information you're hearing. That's the story that's worth listening to. She's been on the planet a while. She's been a teacher. She's been a student. Hear that part of the story.
Okay.
Thank you, Anne, for sharing that out of your book, Saturdays. I appreciate you. So I'm curious, can you tell me about a time in your life that you had to rewrite the headlines? The headlines of what was happening in your life, what you were experiencing. Can you tell me a time that you had to do that?
Well, sure, most of it.
You were rewriting the headlines most of the time?
Well, you've got to look and see, what are you really saying? What do you feel? And if it's not what you want to produce, you think something else.
So by rewriting the headlines of our lives, what we have the opportunity to do is to change the story.
Well, yeah, we have the opportunity to change the story where we are.
Right.
You don't bother going back and trying to change it, this and that and the other thing. That's a bunch of bunk. It doesn't work.
So what do?
You move on.
You move on. Do you rewrite the headline and then move on? So that you can take a new
Well, I don't
jump at
know.
it?
It's all a matter of thinking.
Okay. So tell me about that. How do you bring yourself into the space of, okay, this is happening. I'm having this experience in my life. How do I just change the headline and move on, or change the thought that I have about it?
Okay.
Well, what's your magic in that?
I don't know if it's magic, but you say, hey, this isn't working. You don't want to affirm the negative. You never want to affirm the negative, even if you didn't realize it was the negative. You don't want to affirm it. You move on. Say, okay, tomorrow's another day, or in a minute we'll have another minute. there's always a chance to move. And I frankly believe that Spirit is always there, ready, not coming in saying, come on, come on, come on. Just ready to catch you, ready to move you on. So,
ready to help you write a new headline.
or write a new headline for you. Yeah.
Got it. So it goes back to that. There's a New Thought quote. Everything is working to my advantage.
Well,
What do you think of that?
I think you better look at it closely and say everything is working to my advantage. Now let me see if I can see that. If I can't, then I just wait. But mostly I can. I've been around a long time. And I've, had a lot of experiences I don't want made public, and I don't want to repeat.
Right.
But you'll learn as you go, I think. So there must be a reason for getting older, and that's what I'm wondering. Have I finished? And if I have done that for which I was sent, or that which I came, okay, I'm ready. But if not, then I'm ready to do what it is I'm supposed to do. And I'd like the clear information on that, please.
My grandma used to say after my granddad passed, because she really didn't remember life without him, because they'd been together so many years. When she'd wake up in the morning, she'd say, "Thank you, God. I guess you still have something for me to do today."
Yeah, that's it. There's
Yeah.
something left. I'm not done, or I'd be gone. Okay. I'm not done yet. That's it.
So, Anne, I know that I speak for many people. We're grateful that you're not done yet.
Oh,
We are.
thank
And we
you.
appreciate your wisdom.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate you, and thank you for blessing our community.
Well, you're welcome. It is a blessed community, and I do bless it.
Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us here at Unity Ahihi. Round of applause for our storyteller. I'm hoping that you're all going to get at least half as much blessed as I was in putting that together with her. And thank you to Betty for being the camera person there. We appreciate that too. So you can rewrite the headlines of your life. Any you want to rewrite, you don't have to say them out loud. But do you have a headline in your life that it might benefit you to rewrite it? What would that headline be now? Given what you know of who you are, remembering that there's no separation between you and the divine, what would your headline be now? That's the one I'm interested in sharing with the group. So let's sit for just a moment. My grandma would say, sit a spell. Come and sit a spell. Let's just do that now. Okay. So what would that headline be? Can I get up and walk around, or do I need to send somebody around with the microphone? Which would you prefer for the Zoom people? All right. Get up and walk around? Yeah, good. I like to move around. I'll stay here and you'll walk around. See, this is why we're celebrating him as the volunteer of the month.
Hang on, I'm volunteering now.
So what would that headline be? Now, we don't need all the story about why you've come to that. We don't need to hear the old headlines you're letting go of. What would the new headline in your life be now?
My headline, as it's always been, is it's always about the love.
It's always about the love. How'd you like to see that on the front page? It's always about the love. They think the Beatles had gotten back together, wouldn't they? I love that. Thank you. Yes, Bethel, what would your headline be?
The truth of me is unfolding every day.
The truth of me is unfolding every day. Not something you have to go look for, but something that you are, that you're recognizing now. That's nice. I'd love to fire up my computer and see that pop up on my daily feed. The truth of me. The truth of me. Anyone else? What would your headline be? Now.
Okay, I've got my own.
Good. And you've got the microphone.
How cool is that?
I know, it's a cool
I
combo.
woke up one day, and this has been several years now, and I woke up, and this is in my head, and I went right to Facebook, and I put it out there. I said, the entire universe conspires to my success.
Yeah.
And then I went to work.
And then I went to work. You know, I have a little thing, Tim, I agree with that. The entire universe, right? And then I went to work. My grandma used to say, put feet on your prayers. Now, you don't just get to and then act like, okay, I'm done, right?
Got to get your ass off the couch.
Get off the couch. I agree. And the rest of you, too. Yeah. Yeah. I have a thing hanging on my mirror in the bathroom that says, I am as God created me, and I intend to do my part. Yeah.
I am blessed to live in the light and love of God every day and night.
I am blessed to live in the light and love of God every day and every night. Wow. You know, Tim, I think you got one in the back there. I think
Miss Luna
that's
has
worth
something to
putting on
say.
my mirror. Yeah. Yes,
you.
Miss Luna.
Life is so easy when you listen to the Holy Divine within.
Ah, life is so easy when you listen to the Holy Divine within. I like to remind people the word listen and the word silent use the same letters. Yes, miss.
There was a headline that I had years ago of, I don't know how I can get through this. I can't get through this. And now my headline is, you've come a long way, baby.
Love it. You've come a long way, baby. That's right, because we are infinite in expression. My headline today is this: God is greater than this. God is greater than this. The good, the bad, and the ugly. See? Spirit expressing through you is greater than anything that you're standing in right now. And if you need a reminder, you come see me. If you need a reminder, connect with someone in this community. They will look you in the eye and they will tell you that you are a divine, beloved child. Anne is really good at knowing that. And it seems to be working for her. Every Saturday, she still does that little bit on that prayer line. And I said, Anne, what is the, what do you get out of that? What's the payoff? Because there's just usually a payoff when you're dealing with humans. She says, oh, yeah, there's a payoff. She said, I just get blessed. And no matter what the prayer request is, no matter where the story may go, she has put herself in a position consciously and in her consciousness to get blessed. Is there anywhere in your life that might be handy? You don't have to say it out loud. But is there? Who do we want to be in the world? What headline do we want to broadcast into the world as a community? Help me write one of those for Unity Ahihik. Who do we want to be? Talk to me. Anne was a little disappointed that she knew that we couldn't get her here physically and it'd just be a good idea. But she was so excited and kind of surprised, she said to me, that people would remember her. She did. She was excited that they remembered her. And I said, honey, with the headlines you've been putting out there, how would they forget you? I love when she says it's just bunk going back and digging all that stuff out and trying to make yourself guilty and trying to forgive this and forgive that. Forget it and forgive it. Walk away. Move on, she said. Best advice ever. It doesn't mean deny it. Deny that it has power. That's what she told us. She didn't say it didn't happen. She said deny that it has power. Welcome to your new headline. What does this community want to say out into the world? Really? You got one? Share it now. If you don't, email me. Because we collectively are the expression of spirit. Every one of us in our unique and amazing ways. Yes, Flo, can we get her a microphone? Thank you.
Thank you for bringing it to us. Yes, thank you for Anne.
My joy.
So, it's funny, I wasn't thinking of anything, and then when you stopped the sharing, it popped in. And it is the title of a movie, but it is The Never-Ending Story of Love.
The Never-Ending Story of Love. Yeah, they will call us a cult, won't they? That's all right. That's all right. If they're talking about us, they're letting everybody else rest, right? We're big enough and know that God is greater than this, whatever those stories are, those thoughts are. God is greater than this, the never-ending story of love. Does anyone else have something they want to share? Tim is ready with the microphone. He's getting his steps in today. All right. So let's take a deep breath. Do you have your new headline? Have you rewritten it? Are you there? Got it? Now? Got it? As soon as we're done with service, put it in your phone. Put it on your mirror. Carry it in your pocket. This is the headline that you want to be into the world. Got it? Spirit, we bless these ideas, these thoughts, and this place of knowing. We give great thanks for the shoulders that we stand on that have brought us to this moment right now. We reach with great arms of love and embrace Anne in our lives and all the Annes in our lives. And we stand ready to post, to sing, to shout, to print, to put forward the new headline. And we are willing for the story to be one of never-ending love. For this, we say, thank you, Spirit. And so it is, and so we're just going to let it be. Amen, 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 I puto. There we go. All right. Thank you. Oops. Thank you, guys, tech guys, helping make that happen. I appreciate you. Round of applause for them. I say, I got this idea. And their eyes go, huh? Now what is she going to do? And you know, they just keep showing up and they keep helping it happen. Now is the time. Those who would like to serve as an usher and help us gather in the good in our lives and in this community, let's make that happen. Yeah. Okay. And I don't know where they've got the buckets. I'm not sure. There, right there? Okay. All right. I just want to share this Anne Frank, since we're doing Anne's today. I want to share this Anne Frank quote with you. No one has ever become poor by giving. No one has ever become poor by giving. So as these buckets are going around, I thank you for remembering what it takes to keep a community like this running. I appreciate that you see your gifts transforming into the expression that Unity IHEHEEK is in this community, and the greater works that we too shall do as a community. So thank you for that. We love having our band, don't we? You know, because usually we have our full band. You know why we don't do that in the summers months? Because attendance is lower and the income is lower. And so our band is kind enough, you know, to say, that's all right. And we take care of them on that. And when they come back, we appreciate them. You know what I'd love to see is a prosperity consciousness that says this. Unity IHEHEEK has a band all year long. That's what I'd like to see us express into the world, so that we might touch those that music moves them first. I used to say in big ministries, they come for the music and they stay for the message. So let's hold that consciousness together. All right? So come on over here. Let's bless these baskets. Thank you for that. Here we go. Look, Miss Colleen's back. Yay! I'm grateful for that too, man. All the little chicks are coming home. They're all getting back home, and I'm grateful. We are grateful for the gifts. We are blessing the givers, and we see the expression of the divine moving through this to do the work that we are called into, to celebrate the divinity that we are, and to remind those around us of the same. For this we give great thanks. And so it is, and so we let it be. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Let's see, where did I put that little thing? I got a lot of little things I have to move around with up here. Have you noticed that? If you didn't have any pesos today and you want to be sure and support this community, you can do that online. And you can also click that little QR code. Unless the rain washed it away, it should be out in the entryway, and if it did, we'll get a new one. But just know that there are many ways to support this community. We are blessed in the Lake Chapala area and the world by the very presence of who we are and the consciousness that we hold. Thank you for continuing to be that. Today, I would like to introduce to you our chaplain. Thank you, Miss Mara. Thank you. She will be over here in the garden area to support you in your prayer request, etc. There is not a prayer box in the entryway today, but that's okay. Oh, we found it? Oh, there is a prayer box in the entry. Look, see, quiet Rick, he just made that happen. I love that. And so there are prayer slips out there in the drawer. They may be a little, what did you say? The paper was really, moist, right? That's all right. Put your name and your email and your prayer request, or somebody's name that is in need of prayer support. That will be held in prayer for 30 days. And then that also is sent off to Silent Unity, where it is held in prayer for another 30 days. You know what Unity is based on? Prayer. So thank you, Mara, for holding that affirmative prayer and that consciousness with our family today. Thank you for that. And there it is. Look at that. And it's out in the entryway. Oh boy, here we go. Announcements. There we go. Hey, here's the link, youtube.com/Unity IHEHEEK. Share that link with people. Let them know that we're here. If you're out there on YouTube, share the link. Give us a thumbs up. I think there's only an up thumb to click. That's the only one you need to see. So click that. Let's let people know what we're doing here. Let's invite them in to the joy, the never-ending story of love, right? Have you signed up for our newsletter? There's an opportunity to do that over on the information table. And check this out. Free coffee with the minister. If you want it, just check it and we'll have coffee. Let's talk about what Unity Ahihik means to you, what your expectations are, what you're holding in consciousness with us. Let's do that. And if you do get the newsletter, forward it to a friend, all right? Fellowship goodies are always welcome. Fill their bellies, feed their souls. We thank our hospitality folks. Round of applause every week. There they go. Miss Pida, Miss Susie over there, we are grateful. So bring some goodies. Help out over there. That would be appreciated. Next week, Sylvia Stein Barnett will be our storyteller. And it is going to be an interactive storytelling adventure. So won't you come and check that out based on and seeing the gifts from the River of Life. So be sure and join us here at noon next week. And of course, anything that you have questions about or you want to know about, go to unityahihik.org. There you go. All right, let's stand. I messed around with your prayer of protection. I did. First of all, instead of it being a prayer for protection, it is a prayer of protection. And that is something that Unity has evolved into because we know that we are held, and it is always the intention of the universe to give us our highest and best. So here we go. Here we go. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love of God. The power of God protects us. We are the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is swell. So we're going to do a little Let There Be Peace on Earth here. If you'd like to make a circle, if you want to join hands, if you just, whatever you want to do, here we go. Let's do this. Yeah.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Now peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment, live each moment, peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
Thank you. Create an amazing week. We're open every Sunday, 12 noon. See you here.